Vote 1 TV official.
Doing 10 years in jail or prison, or, so he said, move on. I want you to be happy, move on.
Told you to move on while he was in jail? And you were struggling with the case?
I wanted my family. My father passed away when I was a baby.
Oh,
so, I grew up in a single mother household. I went to depression for about 3 months, like bad, where all I did was sleep. It was hard for me to get up. Way of not thinking of what I was going through was go out and be social and party, and that's when I was going to the clubs and, stuff like that. Both Ellis Mel both had anger issues.
You've called police for him twice. Like, why?
His first time, he put me out the house. I was pregnant. I lost the baby. I myself, as a child, I had a bad temper. Said at my mom, and I took her clothes and cut it into pieces. I was quiet and sweet little girl, but once I was upset.
Welcome to Vote 1 TV official. Subscribe to the page, like the videos, and comment. I have my good friend here. She will mention her name, her story in America, the faults, the ups, the good and the bad, so that anyone watching us can advise or take some from what she's going to say. My dear, what is her name?
Shauna.
Shana?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you from?
Born in Belize, raised out here in Dallas.
Oh, okay. So for how long have you been in America? Like you were born here, right? Like you said, you were born here,
It
right?
feels like I was born here, yeah.
Oh,
I've been here since I was 7, 8 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, grew up out here pretty much. But still have my background in Belize, my roots.
Oh, okay. So how old are you?
37.
37 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's good. And do you have kids?
2 kids.
2 girls?
2 girls.
Oh, okay, that's good. So that means you've married before, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us something about your marriage, how you got married, the age that you got into marriage?
Well, I met him when I was about 14 years old. Met him when I was 14. And yeah, we became boyfriend, girlfriend, and then I had a child with him at 16. And then at 18, got married and had another child with him. Then I was undocumented for a while, and then I became a legal alien at 21 and had my, went to school for pharmacy tech, but that didn't work out again. I didn't like it. It didn't work out. And then got into the child care, taking care of kids. I've been doing that for a while, and their dad went into prison 2 different times, so I was left as a single mom for a while.
Hold on, like your husband went to prison, right? For how many times?
So he's been to jail, like the Lusterit jail in Dallas, several times.
Oh.
For several misdemeanors, like not wearing a seatbelt or the light was out or inspections or something like that, But he went also to prison twice, 2 different times. First time was for about 3.5 years. Second time was about for 4-ish years. So I was a single mom, and then he told me around his second time, he told me, he wasn't sure what he was looking at. He wasn't sure if he was looking at doing 10 years in jail or prison or, so he said, move on. I want you to be happy, move on.
Hold on, like he told you to move on while he was in jail? And you were struggling with the case? So how was it like? When he told you that?
It was hard to process everything that was going on at the time, because that wasn't my dream to, I wanted my family. My father passed away when I was a baby. So, I grew up in a single mother household. So I wanted a family, my own family, my kids, their dad or whatever. And that wasn't my dream to be separated and all that stuff. So when that happened, single mothers out there, they know you got to be strong and do everything and juggle work and all that. So my mom was there. Thankfully, she was there. She was like my backbone to help me go through it. I went to depression for about 3 months, like bad, where all I did was sleep. It was hard for me to get up. So my mom and my daughters, they pulled me out of it though, and with faith, They put me out of it, and then I got back on my feet and started getting back out there and working, and I started going out. I think my way of not thinking of what I was going through was go out and be social and party, and that's when I was going to the clubs and
Oh.
stuff like that. And that was my way of trying to
Making
deal.
yourself happy?
Yeah.
So when he asked you to move on, were you sleeping? Were you staying with him in the same house, or you guys were not together in the same house?
So we had a house together. I had a house which was in both of our names,
Oh, okay.
and but he also had another house that he bought. It was pretty much like a little condo, or whatever. We had kind of separated, and he was living there, but he would still stay at our house here and there. And then, so when right before he went to prison, we were supposed to be getting back together and moving together again, but he ended up catching a case and ended up going to prison, so that didn't work out. And then he told me, hey, you know what, move on with your life, be happy. I can't tell you to put your life on hold for me, so,
Okay. Have you smoked before?
like I've never tried a cigarette. Cigarette's very nasty to me. I've tried what is it called, the thing that being, what is it called again, a hookah? I've tried that. That's
Me,
nothing.
I don't know
like,
the name because I've not taken it
it's
before.
some type of, but it was not my thing. I've tried marijuana when I was younger, 15, not my thing. So never been a smoker like that at all. I can't say I've never tried it. I've tried it, but it was not my thing.
Oh, okay. But you like clubbing? Like at first you used to club, right?
Yeah, I used to go out a lot and get dressed up and go out and go clubbing.
Have you ever been into any other relationships apart from your husband?
Now, I will say when he did get out, we were when he got out of the 4-year, the previous prison time, we're talking again, and I was thinking of we were gonna get back together as a family,
again, yeah.
But then I found out about the other woman, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna play those games with you, so I backed off.
Oh,
I was hanging in there still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, apart from your husband, how many relationships have you been into? Apart from your
Serious
husband?
relationship,
Yeah?
I would say, like serious, like I would say with him and this guy here is my 2 serious relationships.
Oh, okay.
Now I've dated, but not anything serious.
So, how long have you been in relationship with this new guy?
How long? We've been for 3 years now.
For 3 years now. And how do you see him? Comparing him to your husband, what's the difference?
They're the same but different at the same time.
Okay.
Both jealous. Both were jealous.
Mm.
Yeah, both jealous male. Both had anger issues. Big anger issues.
They all have both anger issues.
They
right?
both had anger issues. They both were jealous men. My ex-husband did do, he smoked marijuana, weed. He did.
Your ex-husband?
Uh-huh.
What about this one?
And this one, no, he doesn't smoke that, but he does something.
Different.
Something different. No.
I don't want you to mention that thing. Yeah. So why are you here? You are at Mountain Creek, right?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Are you here to pray or you here to look around?
Both.
Both?
Yeah. My first time, so I came to look around and see what it's like. And this is, people come to do prayers or whatnot. And in my mind, jokingly, I'm like, maybe I need to get closer, higher to God to listen to me, because I don't think He's hearing me.
Oh, okay. You are here so that God will listen to you.
Like, how much, like, where do I need to go so you can hear me out? Like, you're not listening. Because I've been in a lot of prayers.
I thought most of you don't know God. Do you know God?
Do I know Him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know He hears me everywhere, anywhere. I can talk to Him while I'm in the car or whatever. But I feel like right now, I'm in a stage where I know we're all His kids, all His children. And I feel like I'm like, God, I need help. Okay. Come here. But He's not like picking me, like there's so many other kids He got to deal with. And I'm like, God, I'm here. Do I need to scream louder?
Oh, wow. That's crazy. So,
like,
Where
And
is
they
he?
say it's on
Huh?
his timing, that it's on his timing, and I'm just like, but we get tired. Some of us, we get tired. I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of what I'm going through. I've went through a lot with my first husband, and now I'm going through it with him too. It gets frustrating, and you're like, what is it?
So, where is he? Where is your, should I say your husband or your boyfriend? Like,
In Texas, it's considered common law, but for me, it's like there's no ring on my finger, so you're my boyfriend,
he's your boyfriend?
husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, friend.
Let me say boyfriend, boyfriend, yeah. Let me call boyfriend because you said there's no ring, right?
Yeah, there's no ring on my
So,
finger. I mean, different
and you
people
are not legally married to, right?
legally know.
Yeah, okay.
Some people call it, that's your husband because y'all are common law. Y'all are living together. Other people are like, no, that's just your boyfriend or that's just your friend. Whatever, it don't matter. It's just whatever.
So, you are
Mhm.
here because of, let me say you are here to look around and you are here to pray to God to listen to you, especially for your relationship, right?
Yeah, because
So, what's the way forward if he didn't listen, like your man, right? I think he's the main reason why you are here. You understand? So what if from here he's still doing what he's still doing? What will you do? What will be your next word?
if he's still doing what he's doing, what
Yeah,
would be my next thing?
yeah.
Um, there's two different directions. Well, of course, one of them is just to leave and go somewhere else. That's one direction, and the other direction is to just some people just say find your own happiness and just do your own thing. Just ignore him and whatever he say. But that's kind of complicated, when you're with somebody that and you have to try to ignore.
Okay.
And you see him hurting himself in certain ways, and you're like, you're like your own enemy, and you're like, why are you doing that? It's hard to be there. Sometimes you want to, you know,
Off camera, like when we were off camera, you were like, you've called police for him twice. Like, why?
yeah, because like I said, he has anger issues. He's been working on it. His first time, he put me out the house. I was pregnant. I lost the baby,
At that time, you were
and
pregnant for him?
yeah, and so I lost the baby. At this time, I'm the second time. We got into another altercation, probably about maybe a good 8 months later. Um, he was telling me to get out, and he was grabbing all my stuff and throwing me out and throwing my stuff out over something very petty. It wasn't like I did something very major. It wasn't like I did like like I didn't burn his clothes or cut his. I didn't cheat or anything like that. It was very very petty. And he decided to throw me out, and I was trying to stop him. I was like, please don't throw myself out, whatever, just give me some time, give me till Sunday and I'll get out of here. And he was like, no, you're going to get out now, and grabbing everything. And he was enraged. And then I started saying things, and he grabbed me by my throat and tried to choke me. So I called the cops on him, and he threw I had scratches on
Oh,
me and on my face. And so I decided to call the cops to get the rest of my stuff out. But then the cops were like, in Texas, legally, she lives there. Her mail comes there. You can't put her out. You have to go to court with her to do it if you want to do it the right way. And they're like, she still gets to go back in the house. So they took him, and I was able to stay in the house.
so how is life in America? The good? Can you tell us the good
The
and the
good?
bad? Yeah.
Well, so apparently, according to others that I've known that lives in Belize, in other countries, they say that America has what is it, programs and necessities and stuff like that that they don't get over there in
Yeah.
third world countries or whatever. But in America, you also gotta. It's like it's busy. It's go go go. It's like if you're not working your butt off, it's like you're gonna be struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
or if you
that's the
don't,
good, right?
or if you don't get lucky and get that dream somehow, get blessed in some kind of way, and then you're working your butt off and to make it. But America has certain things, like they give away free food, they have food stamps, they have Social Security, all this different stuff, Medicaid, and all that stuff to help people out. While in other countries, they don't really have that
Yeah.
type of stuff with them. And over here, America has a lot of stuff. There's fun. There's always something to do, somewhere to go.
And the bad one is, and the bad side is?
Bad side of
Mm-hmm.
America. Um, I don't know how to explain that to you.
Okay, let me say, you know more good about America, but let's hold on the bad side, right?
And on the bad side, I feel like American, it's more the people than America. Kind of like more the people. Kind of, I like there's certain things that like he would say, and I've heard other Americans say like people from other country come over here and they get this and they get that or whatever, and that they can't. You know, as Americans, like us foreigners, we get help more than their own, and I think that they make it like a jealousy thing, and they don't like. He gives me an impression like he don't want to see me doing better than him. That's the impression I get.
He tells you that?
He just gives me that impression. Like if I were to get a better car than him, or if I were, it make like I get a jealousy thing vibe from him, and I get that from a lot of Americans out here, where it's like you can do good but not better than us, and it's like they want to control
Yeah.
your life, or like how you live your life, or it's just crazy. That's the impression I get. Like they can make you and break you in America. It's like they want to, you know.
So, where are your kids? Where are they?
Where are they?
Yeah,
There.
your
Like I
kids?
said, or now they live on college campus, but on break. Like right now, I spoke to them last night. They said they were at their friend's house.
Are they boys or girls?
2 girls.
2 girls. Okay. Their age?
They're 18 and 21.
The first one is 21, and the second is 18. Okay, and does your boyfriend have kids too?
He has 4 kids that I
4
know
kids?
of. That I know of.
Oh. So, what do you do? What do you do for a living here?
At the moment, I'm a professional nanny. Work for a professional nanny agency, and then I just started off a boutique, a clothing boutique.
Online boutique?
Uh-huh.
And do you sell? You sell what?
Women's clothes.
Women's clothes?
Yeah.
Only women?
At the moment, yes.
No case, like no case.
No kids, not yet. Yeah.
Do you love case?
Yeah.
And
you know why?
no.
Kids, you know, they come into this world, they're like innocent, you know, they're God's children or whatever, and we're supposed to teach them and mold them how to grow to be good, you know, human beings or whatever. And so, like, if a kid is throwing a tantrum, like, that doesn't bother me because he's a kid and he's in a learning process. We're supposed to teach them to get out of that. But when I'm with somebody around your age, when I'm with someone around your age and they don't know how to control that temper, it frustrates the hell out of me. You know, 'cause I myself, as a child, I had a bad temper. I was horrible as a child. You know, I've done things as a child, like my grandparents, we had a live-in maid. We lived in my grandparents' home, and I don't remember what she did to me, but I got so angry with her, and I took all her belongings and threw it into the neighbor's yard. That was bad, horrible. My uncle came upstairs, he was upset, and when he was going back downstairs, I threw a bucket of water over his head. I got upset at my mom, and I took her clothes and cut it into pieces, you know.
Were you arrested?
No, I was like 3 years old, 4
3
years
years?
old, 3, 4 years old, 5 years old probably. Yeah.
And you were doing all those things?
Once I was mad, I was quiet and sweet little girl, but once I was upset, I would get my revenge back in a certain. I would get upset, you know. I was, you know, but I had to learn to grow up out of that. But however, I feel like there's a part of me that still has that bad anger monster in me, and I try, and honestly, I pray to God so many times. I'm like, God, I need you to handle this, because if you don't, you know, my anger is I'm going to be in jail, you know, or Jesus, please. You know what I mean? Like, my anger is still there, but I have it controlled. I have that monster controlled, you know, and I feel like we're old enough now where we have to try to control that. And some people, like, don't have that control, and it brings it out of you. Like,
So,
what in the world?
do you love to have kids? Another case?
Would I like to have other kids? I wanted other kids, and now I'm getting close. getting close to 40, and I'm kind of like, don't.
You're now 37, right?
Yeah.
You still have more age ahead of you. You still have more age.
Maybe what, 2 more years?
No, I think
At 40, I don't want no more. No, I don't want
at
to
40,
be.
you don't want. You don't want.
I don't want to have any more kids after 40. I don't want to be 60 years old running after it.
But how old is your boyfriend?
57.
57.
Yeah.
And you are 37. Oh, which is 20. 20 different.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this question.
Uh-huh.
Some people say age is just a number. Yeah. And maturity, I don't know how matured your boyfriend is. And if you compare him to someone at your age, like 40 or 38, that maturity way, how do you compare the two?
Well, so like, I know he would hate for me to do this, but if I compare him to my husband, my ex-husband, big difference. Because the things that he would do, like my ex-husband did a lot of crazy stuff when he was younger, and he wouldn't come home till the next day type stuff, which is what he does, but he does the whole weekend, you know. Well, my first would he wouldn't come home, you know, he did a lot of crazy stuff, but he doesn't do that anymore. He's more business minded. He's into his family. He's taking care of home and, you know, stabilized and running stuff and whatever. He still has his anger issues, because I heard he still has anger issues with his girlfriend now. But compared to, he was financially holding me up for a while, and then I don't know what's going on. It's like, I don't know if he gets this big amount of money and then he goes and he blows it, and like I said, with the amount of money he's made, he could have been doing really, really well, you know, and he just keeps messing himself up, disappearing and blowing all his money, come back, and then he's broke, and then he can't pay the rent, and I'm like,
when you have an issue with him, he goes out?
yeah, he blames me for it. He blames me and says because we had an argument, so he disappears for the weekend and then comes back home, and then he's broke and don't have
But do you call him or he calls you?
When he disappears,
Yeah.
I call him, but it goes straight to voicemail. He turns off his phone.
For the whole weekend? So he comes back home?
And then he comes back home.
How? Then I think you go into a lot, huh?
If he is, God must be trying to call me home with him faster, because my blood pressure's been higher. I have higher blood pressure with him. They told me I went to the hospital not too long ago, and they were like, you're in chronic hypertension. Yeah. And so I'm just like, and they're like, Shauna, you got to take care of yourself. You need to, you know, rest, stay away from stress. You know, you need to get some exercise in and and eat healthy better, so that your blood pressure, and stay away from stressful situations. You know, so I guess God is telling me, yeah, I need to probably get out of this. I don't know. I thought I'm supposed to hang in there till I get better, but I also say, like, how long am I supposed to hang in there? I already went through a lot with the first one.
Okay.
You know, why?
Okay, my last question is how do you feel it like when you're staying with someone who is not making you happy in the same house?
How do I feel?
Yeah, when you are staying with someone who's not making you happy, or someone who's making you stress in the same house.
It's hard, it's stressful, but I would say I'm happy by myself, with myself, you know.
You try to happy yourself?
Like I try to, you know, like they say you have to be happy with yourself first, right? I'm sorry. I am happy with myself. I know what to do that I want to do to be happy. But when I'm with a partner that doesn't want to do certain things that I want to do, you know, it dampens my mood, or makes me more like sad, I guess, or whatever, because he don't want to do it. And then I try to go do it by myself, but then I will get accused if I'm cheating, or oh, you're spending money, then you need to pay this and pay that if you're going to be spending money doing that on my own, because he doesn't want to do it. Okay. Yeah. So it kind of makes me feel a little, I have to be strong and try my best to be happy. It's like a fight, a battle to be strong and not let anything get to me.
Are you a jealous type? Like, are you a jealous woman?
I'm not really a jealous woman, but from my experiences it's made me more guarded.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like when my first, I wasn't jealous. I let him have female friends. He wouldn't allow me to have male friends.
Oh,
And because I allowed him to have female friends, the girl that he's with now, he told me she was a friend.
but now they are dating.
And now they're together. She's having a baby for him.
Oh, really?
She's 6 months pregnant for him now. Yeah.
Then I think you've been through a lot.
Yeah. So now, like with him, I'm like, no, if I can't have male friends, then you can't have female friends.
Oh,
You know,
and what does he say?
he says no, that he doesn't have friends or whatever, you know, go have fun. And I'm like, well, why can't he have fun with me? I guess the type of fun I want to have is not his type of fun. You know, my kind of fun is, I want to go travel somewhere. Let's go to Colorado. Let's go to New York and experience Christmas over there. Let's go, you know, somewhere else, Puerto Rico, anywhere. Just I want to venture.
So have you been out of America to other, let me say, other country for vacation before?
Have I been to other countries for vacations?
Yeah. Africa? Have you been to Africa before?
No, I've never been to Africa.
Why?
I've only been to Cancun in Mexico.
But Mexico is just right here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mexico is just right here,
I have
so-
not traveled any other place but Belize, Mexico, and
With him?
the U.S. With him as a truck driver, I've drove past a bunch of states,
Okay.
but not as a
Okay, so because of him, because of his track, you've known much more in America here, right?
Yeah, I've been through a lot of states,
States.
with him, and I myself also had taken, like, I would go to different states and travel by myself, or with my mom or something like that.
So why don't you try to go to Africa for, let's say,
I think y'all are expensive to get over there.
who said it's expensive?
Isn't it like $1,000 to get over there?
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
afford it. Like,
No.
take it. Is it take it or what?
I'm like, ugh.
Okay. Which country is your favorite, like, in Africa? Which country have you heard of? Like, you feel to go there? Is it Nigeria? Like you said, when we were off camera, you were mentioning of you had a friend in Nigeria who created a website for you, right?
Yeah, but I really don't know where to go, because I heard there's certain parts, like I think somebody told me I had to go somewhere in Africa.
If you were to choose 3 African countries that you wish to go, like, give me 3 names that you want to visit, like, which countries? Okay, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, we have Zambia, we have South Africa, we have Guinea, we have Zimbabwe, we have Mali, we have Cote d'Ivoire. So,
Do you have Ethiopia's over there, right?
yeah,
I would probably go
we
to
have Kenya.
I would go to Ethiopia.
Why do you have to go to Ethiopia?
Ethiopia? Because I know some Ethiopian people. Yeah. Well,
You don't want to go far, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I would go. I would go to Dubai. I would.
You wanna go to Dubai?
Yeah, I want to go over there. I want to go to Egypt.
Egypt is part of Africa.
It is
Yeah.
right. Why am I not thinking? Oh my
Egypt,
gosh. I'm
Morocco,
not
they are all
thinking.
part of Africa.
Yeah, that sounds nice. I would go over there. Italy. I definitely would want to go check out Italy. I would definitely go check out Australia. You know, like a lot of different. If I could go to all the countries, I would.
Okay. So what would be your last word to my viewers? Yeah, what would be your last word to them? Like, any advice, anything for them? Yeah.
Any advice?
Yeah.
Ooh. Advice in what? Relationship wise?
Any. Either way. In the relationship, life, everything.
Man,
Yeah.
that's a lot of advice out there, I would say. But man, it's just yeah, like I said, just be kind and you know, kind, respectful, be loving to others, because you just never know what they're going through or what they have been through. And yeah, this world just needs more people that are more loving and sweet, kind to the people. And you know, jealousy is a big thing, and that just I gotta go,
Okay.
pretty much. There's no reason to be jealous of someone. Yeah, my mom always say, you know, you're blocking your blessing if you're jealous and being jealous of somebody.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate it. Yeah. Nice meeting you. Wow.
Thank you.